jooga Rashiid Yuusuf Farax oo isagu PhD Canada arrintan research ku sameeyay wuxuu inoo tusi doonaa aqoon ahaan sida ay u taabatay dhalinta iskuulada dhigata marka lagu sameeyo mid haysooca dhibka ku dhaca markay joojiyaan iyo natiijadu waxay noqoto. waxaan soo dhaweynayaa Rashiid Yuusuf Farax oo waxa ay noqonaysaa.
السلام عليكم. واد سلامتي دمان. أنا خطبة معي هو PowerPoint في إنجليزي ما بصدق يعني. ما كانوا حندوني أنا وقالوا. أنا وحليوا لي ضد فربضوا أجنبية أي منايا. ما كان في إنجليزي ما بصدق يعني. هذا إذا الله أوكي تهاي شيء كل ما ودهم قربوا نرويج أشوفن. بدأ كينا في إنجليز وأكوها شامل ملانا.
نعم في الوسط.
Is okay يعني في إنجليز يا.
yes.
في إنجليز okay. ما كان له summary أما هو شيء translation وباهن. Okay. right. magaca waxa la yiraahdaa Rashiid Yuusuf. San Diego, California baan deganahay. San Diego, California baan deganahay. Professionally educator baan ahay. research-ka aan wadaa sida uu sheegay baasha sida uu sheegay way kala duwan tahay maaha diaspora jooga North America maaha waa diaspora jooga dhinaca wadankii waayo arday fara badan oo iskuulada ka tagay baa jira sababaha uga tagaana waa just waxyaalo yar oo ethnic minorities way sognahay Soomaali mar haddii nahay qabiilku inagama tago marka impact uu marmar yeeshaa oo ardayga yare caruurta ee like 12-13 years old marka magac lagu sheego somehow way affect garaysaa marka qaarkood iskuulada way ka tagaan so therefore hadhow natiijadoodu ama waxay noqdaan inay meelaha ka shaqeeyaan ama aduu dee whatever nin maaragtay iskuul ka tagay waan ognahay the value of education we all know about it. So I forgot. I just went on to Somali, so I'll go back to English. I'm sorry. So my email address is there, by the way. You can go back. And if you want to contact me or anything, it's right there. So let me go ahead with the issues that I will discuss with you today. It's going to be informal information, and it will be educational, and to just clarify about facts and myths about the people that we call either Gaboye, Midgan, Yiber, Tumal, who are they? And I will also discuss the impact of the Somali clan system. As we know, we are a clannish society. I'll basically discuss the negative effects of the Somali clan system to these minorities, especially, I can't say minorities because when you talk about minorities in Somalia, there are many of them, there are millions. But these three groups, which I call the Tumal, Gaboye, and Yiber, I rather call them indigenous than call them minorities, because you have Somali Bantus, you have Somali Banadiris, you have so many minorities within Somalia. We know that. But this is specifically on these three different groups. So we know what kinship is, and we know that there are 6 major clans in Somalia. I'm not going to go to details, but we all know about that, right? 6 major clans, and we call them nobles. Nobles meaning pure Somalis. And whatever is left out there usually is regarded as others, or sometimes inferior, or what have you. That's a fact. I mean, we are not going to dispute that. Somaha. Okay, good. So now, there's a guy named Martin Hill. He did a research on Somali minorities or Somali minorities in general throughout Somalia, and he is a part of the minority rights group. They're based in London. This is what he said this is what he summarized about our people, not only the minority groups, but the whole entire Somali system. What he said, after half a century of enormous social change arising from the end of colonialism national independence, political dictatorship, states collapse, armed conflict. Basically, after all of that, we're still based on a clan society, which means the clan still remains a powerful tool in our country. Now, what do we know about these groups? Especially Europeans. Europeans, they came to our country in the early 1800s. They came. A lot of them have written a lot of negative stuff. In my opinion, most of it is negative when it comes to writing about the Yibir, the Tumal, and the Gaboy group. They haven't written anything really that's good. So you have names here. I have Sir Richard Burton, which came in 1856. Professor Ian Lewis, he's still alive. He's somewhere in England, I believe. And there's James W. Kirk, and so forth. So I'm going to just go over what these people have written about us. They say ignoble. Ignoble means ignoble. I mean, basically, by the way, whenever they wrote this, it was the informants. Basically, they were from major clans. So whatever they told him, he wrote it down. So, for example, low caste, second class citizen, sorcerer. Sorcerer means one in and corpse eater or bakhti'uni wayan, and bondsman, servile, unknown ethnicity or nasab kooda la garanayn. Waxaas oo dhan bay qoreen. Waxaanay qoreen in the early 1800s based on qofkii Soomaaliga ahaa ee markaa joogay oo u sheegay wuxuu qorayay. By the way, ninka ajnabiga wax qorayana dadkan la yasayo uma tegin oo uma dhegaysan dhinacoodina waradinta maxaad haysiin maxaad sheegaysiin. So it was only one-sided. Okay. So I explained that. So if you would like some of this information, you can write those books down. They're out there. It's not something that I'm making up. So for example, you have Customary Stranger. That book was written by Joseph C. Berland and Aparna Rowe. And one of them said, the problem we have about researching these people is because the major clans will not allow us to go and see these people so that we can hear their stories. In other words, if Somali marka ku sheego ninkii gaalka ahaa markuu yimaado yidhaahdo dadkaan hala ii geeyo aan arko bal iyaga inaan soo dhegaysto dadkii qabiiladii waaweynaa waxay leeyihin miya annagaa warkii ku siinana markaa difficultyga uu ku gaari waayey waxyaalahaasa ka mid ahayd. marka anigu markaad akhrido literatureka asluub buu leeyahay. markaad wax qorayso iyo markaad wax baarayso cilmi baarayso asluub buu leeyahay. asluubkaasi lama jabiyo. laakiin badanaa dad markaad akhrido literaturekaas oo dhan waa bias. Bias means wax real maaha oo authentica. And inconsistent. Inconsistentna marna wax kale ku sheegaya mar kalena wax kale ku sheegaya. waa qofkii qoray 5 years ago inuu wax qoray 10 sanadood dabadeedna wax kale u qoraya. marka waa inconsistent and unethical. And markaad maaragtay higher educationka markaad wax qorayso haddii ethics bay leeyihin akhlaaq wax lagu qoro haddii aad akhlaaqda aad jabiso dee marmar buuggaagii iyo sumcaddaadii iyo dhan baa ku baaba'aysaa. marka unfortunately gaaladii maaha dadkii ajnabiga beriga wax naga qoray wax ka daba tagtay oo ku tiri ama challenge garayso oo tiri war waxaanad qortay waa khalad ma jirto. Soomaaliya academiyuna in fact way ka aamuseen oo badanaa kama hadlaanba arrimahan dadka la haysooco. I don't know why. A lot of them are just keeping quiet. We have so many Somali educators, but very, very few of them really want to talk about this topic. I think it's because maybe they just don't want to deal with it. So part of my research is to really dig in deep to this and bring the facts about these groups. So in 1936, this gentleman, Mr. Clifford, wrote, "The Somali race is divided into Achi, or pure blood, and the Sab, or outcast." Pure blood meaning pure Somali. So, and the Sab means, I guess, not Somali. But you have other writers who say that Somalis are from Somal and Sab. So it's like I said, it's inconsistent. So there's some confusion there. This gentleman described the three tribes as follows. He said, Midgans are hunters and menials who provide the sweepers for the European community. This is in 1936. And he said, the Yiber is a Bedouin tribe who play an important part in the Somali life. You look at that. He said a Bedouin tribe. At the same time, he says they play an important part of the Somali life. But he doesn't go and elaborate on it. And again, he says, by the survival of superstitious beliefs. And basically he said about the Tamils are blacksmiths, meaning working with metals. This gentleman, Mr. Burton, 1856, he said the Yibers correspond to the Dushan of southern Arabia. And he said the males are jester to the chief, and both sexes take certain parts at festivals, marriage, and circumcision. wuxuu yidhi Yibruhu waxay ka soo jeedaan meel la yidhaahdo Dushan of Arabia. Does anybody know where's Dushan of Arabia? Yeah. Dushan, nobody knows. I don't even know. I was surprised to find out. Yes.
Dushan is the family in South Yemen.
In where?
In Yemen.
In Yemen, okay. So what he's saying is these people are originally from there. And what he's saying that they are jesters. Jester is a clown. You know what a clown is? Clown وحويان مركز معرض كتكتو قف نسوق الشباب ماركتي ودك كقص بسيو كلا أيه حلي هذا jesters أما clown بالي هذا مركز حلي دك سلاسي سميان. Tamils كنا he said they are metal workers who practice magic. معني السحر كي يغنى بقول. Okay, well this is 1856 أيوة حقرية. مرتي روح عن كل inconsistent because شيء كذي بأكل دوان. روحوا لي Tamils وحي يغنى سحر. I never heard Tamils سحر كي يغنى. Tamils وحلوي يغنى إنه بت يغنى بت Tamils. marka waa inconsistence iyo information arolin weya haddii aad informationkaa doonayso buugga waani markii hore soo sheegay Richard Burton waxaa la yidhaahdaa first footsteps in Africa and page numberkana waa kaaga kuyaala page number 24. So the Gabor corresponds with Khadim of al-Yemen. Yemen هذا تكتي وحجرات دل يرادو أخدام. و in fact historically هذا لركتو وحنومنا هنا هاين تد Ethiopia actually Ethiopia so like getting Yemen like centuries ago. Marka to compare the Gaboye with the Khadim to me it's totally not true. They cannot be comparable. You have to realize one thing. Khadims in Yemen, they don't look like the other Yemenis, okay? Yemenis are Arabs and Khadims are